In a quote by WWE superstar Xavier Woods, used in an article posted on December 5th, 2020 by CageSideSeats.com, Woods states, "Wrestling is one of the last forms of Shakespeare in the round. The crowd is watching men and women tell stories through physicality with an audience at a 360-degree setting. Artists use paint to create art on a canvas, and we use our fists and feet to create art on a canvas. It's art." Woods explains how his professional wrestling is a combat-based performance, used to entertain fans just like myself. But how exactly does professional wrestling entertain its fans? I've been a WWE fan since I was 5 years old. Today, WWE has become one of the most popular sports entertainment companies because of the purchase of WWE by Vince McMahon and the storytelling aspects and characters he implemented once he took over. First, we must begin with the purchase of WWE by Vince McMahon. According to an article by Eric Blackberg posted by thesportster.com, Vince McMahon's first career choice growing up was to become a wrestler, but his father disapproved of the idea. This is crazy to think considering Vince's father, Vincent J. McMahon, was in the professional wrestling business, running the Capital Wrestling Corporation in 1952. While McMahon wasn't able to pursue his dream as a professional wrestler, he began working for his father's company as a commentator in the 70s. McMahon's father gifted him a small section of the Northeast Territory in Maine to begin learning how to promote matches and events to different audiences. Once Vince's father was ready to retire, McMahon bought the WWF in 1982. Together, McMahon and his wife Linda paid $500,000 for all shares in the company. Once McMahon was in charge, he began to have a vision to expand his father's company across all territories. This led Vince to create a plan to form partnerships with all promoters to create one large wrestling promotion that would be under his guidance with all territories. While many promoters were not on board with this plan, once all territories fell out of business, McMahon's vision was finally achieved and began using wrestlers from fallen territories such as Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant. Over time, Vince has changed the branding of the company to what we currently see it as today as World Wrestling Entertainment. Now that I've talked to you about how Vince became the owner of WWE, let's look at the storytelling that has enhanced the entertainment fans see today. Storytelling in WWE has been around since Vince McMahon became focused on sports entertainment. Storytelling in professional wrestling is telling a story between two wrestlers using different actions, body language, and words expressed in and out of the ring. With storytelling, fans are better able to understand why two wrestlers are engaged in a fight and who they like and who they dislike. Ryan Fry states in an article posted on October 6, 2012, "Without a story, professional wrestling is two oiled-up men rolling around in a ring. With a story, professional wrestling is nothing short of art." Stories in the WWE has caused fans' emotions to change dramatically within seconds, from being excited at one moment to complete shock the next. One of my favorite stories growing up, and possibly the greatest story told by the WWE, was Shawn Michaels versus The Undertaker at WrestleMania 25. Shawn Michaels was Mr. WrestleMania, the guy who had the best performance at the show, while Undertaker was this dark, mysterious character who was undefeated at WrestleMania and feared by many wrestlers. Michaels wanted to prove he was better than Undertaker at WrestleMania by ending his undefeated WrestleMania streak. Undertaker ended up winning their match at WrestleMania, but the two would have the best performance on the show. Jim Ross said in an interview he hosted with Michaels on Busted Open Radio on Sirius, "I have never seen a more psychologically compelling match than Shawn and Taker had that night." While the WWE has told many great stories during its time, it's the characters that gain many fans' attention. When in WWE, wrestlers begin developing a character or gimmick in wrestling terms. Characters in the WWE connect with the audience on an emotional level. WWE characters are just like characters in your favorite TV shows and movies because they are given a certain set of goals, morals, strengths, and weaknesses that help the audience relate to them better. Recognizable characters in the WWE are such likes as Stone Cold Steve Austin, the Texas redneck who was always looking for a fight, and Chris Jericho, the man who wanted to prove he was the best at everything he ever did. While these are two recognizable characters in the WWE, it's safe to say that Vince's greatest creation was Hulk Hogan, made for Terry Bollea. According to an article by the Everything 80s podcast on April 4th, 2022, McMahon loved the physical look Bollea had and wanted to make him the main star of his new era in the WWF. McMahon created the Hulk Hogan character as an American hero, someone the kids could look up to because he preached about saying your prayers and eating your vitamins, and someone the fans could aspire to be like. With the success of the Hulk Hogan character, McMahon's vision was finally a reality. The direction McMahon took the WWF after purchase has gained massive popularity and changed the landscape of professional wrestling we see today. With McMahon focusing on entertainment rather than in-ring wrestling, WWE continuously entertains fans globally with weekly shows. Today, WWE's goal is to bring fans together through entertainment and can be summed up best by WWE's signature tagline, then, now, forever, together.